Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk you through how to use the YSL Touche Éclat Radiant Touch Pen. Now this is a cult beauty product that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. I only tried it recently because I was sent out one of the limited edition Slogan pens. It's the same formula, just different packaging, and I was very excited to put it to the test. Initially though, I was extremely confused. The formula was very lightweight and didn't seem to fare well as a concealer, so I looked up the description of the product, figuring that I'd misinterpreted how to use it. Brown Thomas state that it's a highlighter pen that hides dark circles, which is a complete contradiction. Figuring this may be a mistake, I went onto the YSL website to see how the company themselves were marketing the product, and I was at a complete loss when I spotted that YSL were pretty much stating the same. In my opinion, this product has to be one of the most misused products on the market, but for obvious reasons I can't blame people. So let's jump on to how to use the pen in order for it to be beneficial. The most important thing to note is that this is a highlighter, a brightener, but not a concealer. The first way I like to use it is for cleaning up underneath the brow area. I click the pen once and swipe the product under the brow, and then I begin sculpting. This gives definition to the brows, but if you don't want to use the pen for this purpose, you can add it to underneath the arch and this will give a nice highlight to that area, making it pop. If you put this directly under your eye in a bid to cover dark circles, it won't. It'll do the opposite and it'll actually emphasize them. You can still use the product under the eye though, but you need to colour correct the issue first. That's if you have darkness, that is. I have blue/purpley tones under my eyes, so I'm using a salmon coloured concealer to neutralise those. I'm using a light hand and applying it only where it's needed. I'm not sweeping it under the entire under eye area. Apply your foundation as normal, and when it comes to the under eye area, make sure to bounce the foundation into place. You don't want to disturb that colour corrector. I like to use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush for this step, but you can use a smaller brush either to get in under the eye. If you use a light hand, you shouldn't see the colour corrector underneath, but if you want, you can add a skin toned concealer on top. And for the purpose of this video, I ended up darkening my foundation so that you could see the Touche Éclat pen in action. I'm adding the concealer now, and even though this is the third product to be applied under the eye, it won't look cakey because I've been working in light layers, and the products will wear better because of this too. I'm leaving those products to sit on the skin for a minute to set. If I used a powder and then the YSL pen on top, the products would separate. Once I'm happy with the finish of the products, then I'm using the highlighter pen under the eye. And using it this way, you're adding light to the area without emphasising the darkness. I find I do need to set the eye with a powder though so that it doesn't crease throughout the day, but I'm using a very light hand so that we still have that radiant effect. The next way I like to use this product is as a highlighter along the tops of my cheekbones. I click the pen once and add a few swipes of the product, and then I buff it into the skin. There's no glitter or shimmer in this highlighter, but it still manages to add that radiant glow to the skin. So I have finished off the rest of my makeup, and now I'm using the pen to clean up my eyeshadow. If you want that sharp dramatic edge to your shadow, this is a good product for achieving that. Or if you've done a winged liner, you could sharpen up the wing with the pen too. Finally then, another way you could use this product is to clean up and define your lip line, or simply just to highlight the cupid's bow. I always line my lips with a lip liner and I don't overdraw them, so I don't use the product in this way often, but it's a good way of making the lips stand out if that's what you want. Just to quickly recap, this is a highlighter that comes in a click pen form. It's not a concealer. It won't hide dark circles, it'll emphasise them if you don't colour correct first, as the aim of this product is to draw light to the face. You will be applying this product anywhere that you want to draw attention to, and naturally this will vary from person to person. Due to different face shapes, we all highlight in different ways, so the application process will vary. I think it's a little overhyped and a bit overpriced, but it's a nice product all the same. So I hope you found the video helpful, and I'll see you in my next one.